A warm welcome, my dear students, in our health class. To formally start our discussion, first, let us identify the following. Content standard. Performance standard. And most essential learning competencies. To jumpstart, let us recall the definition of health. It is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. It is most often being related to solely the physical well-being of an individual. It is not more than looking healthy, but an individual must also be feeling, thinking, and interacting healthy to achieve wellness. Well, disease is a particular abnormal condition that negatively affects the structure or function of all or part of an organism, and that is not due to any immediate external injury. Diseases are often known to be medical conditions that are associated with specific signs and symptoms. The topic for 4th quarter Health 7 is about non-communicable diseases. And for the pretest, you're going to differentiate communicable diseases to non-communicable diseases. You only have 15 seconds to think about it. Ready? And for the answer, communicable diseases are caused by pathogen or disease-causing organism and can be transmitted from one person to another or from animals to people, while non-communicable diseases cannot be transmitted from one person to another. For today's topic, we will focus on the nature of non-communicable diseases. The first lesson is about the nature of NCD. NCD or non-communicable diseases, also known as chronic diseases, are not passed from person to person. NCDs are of long duration and generally slow progression. And also, many of these diseases were caused by unhealthy lifestyle. The following are the nature of non-communicable diseases. They are not caused by pathogens or disease-causing organism. It is a medical condition or disease which is not infectious. Cannot be transmitted by people, vectors, or contaminated objects. NCDs are diseases of long duration and generally slow progression. NCDs can be caused by either improper lifestyle, genetics condition, or hazards in the environment. These are some non-communicable diseases: cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, chronic respiratory diseases, and cancer. In addition to that, here are more common examples of NCDs. Asthma, a chronic lung disease that causes airways to become inflamed, which means that they swell and produce lots of thick mucus. The signs and symptoms of asthma are the following: wheezing, coughing, chest tightness, and shortness of breath. Asthma complications include the signs and symptoms that interfere with sleep, work, and other activities. It may be prevented through lifestyle changes, activity reduction, allergy shots, and medications. Next is the allergy. It is a misguided reaction to foreign substances by the immune system. These are the signs and symptoms of allergy: runny nose, intense itching, low blood pressure, swelling of the throat. These are some allergy possible complications: nasal polyps, growth on the lining of the nose or sinuses, ear or lung infections. It may be prevented through avoid allergic food and check-up. Arthritis. It refers to inflammation of joints. It usually occurs during old age. The two common types of arthritis are the following: rheumatoid arthritis and osteoarthritis. When we say rheumatoid arthritis, it causes pain and swelling of many joints all over the body. On the other hand is the osteoarthritis. It occurs when the protective cartilage that cushion the ends of your bones wear down over the time. This is the disease of older people. Lacking of the joint, stiffness, loss of range of motion of the joint redness, swelling, tenderness, and warmth are some of the signs and symptoms of arthritis. Rapid complete breakdown of cartilage resulting in loose tissue materials in the joint and higher risk of developing cardiovascular diseases are some possible complications of arthritis. It may be prevented through stretching and exercise, control blood sugar, eat fish twice a week, stay at healthy weight, avoid injury, and get routine preventive care. Moving forward is the cardiovascular disease. It is the disease of the heart or cardio and then blood vessel, which is the vascular. Here are some examples of heart or cardio diseases. Here are some examples of vascular or blood vessel diseases. The signs and symptoms of cardiovascular diseases: shortness of breath, pain in the neck, jaw, throat, upper abdomen or back, pain, tightness, pressure and discomfort in the chest, pain, numbness, weakness, or coldness in your legs or arms if the blood vessels in those parts of your body are narrowed. Abnormal structure of the heart can increase the risk of blood clot forming inside the heart that may travel up to lungs and brain. Heart attack, heart failure, and aneurysm. Kidney damage or failures are some possible complications of cardiovascular disease. It may be prevented through exercise, healthy diet, Have enough rest or sleep, regular checkups to monitor your cholesterol levels and blood pressure. The next example is cancer. It is caused by abnormal cells growing without control called tumor. Benign and malignant are the two types of tumor. Benign, masses of cells that are not cancerous and do not spread. Malignant are cancerous cells and may spread to other parts of the body by moving along the blood vessels. For the signs and symptoms of cancer are the following: change in bowel or bladder habits, a sore that does not heal, unusual bleeding or discharge, obvious change in wart or mole, indigestion or difficulty in swallowing, unexplained weight loss. The possible complication of cancer: chemical changes in your body that may increase your risk of serious complication. Biopsy, curettage, drug therapy or chemotherapy, radiotherapy are different ways to diagnose cancer. The next is diabetes. It is a disease that prevents the body from converting food into energy. Lack of energy, excessive urination, shortness of breath, thirst, and hunger that may result to weight loss are some of the signs and symptoms of diabetes. The possible complications of diabetes are cardiovascular disease, kidney damage, eye damage, and skin conditions. Diabetes may be prevented through manage your weight and eat a balanced and healthy diet, quit smoking and limit your alcohol intake, and see your doctor for regular checkups. And lastly is the renal failure. It is a medical condition in which the kidneys fail to adequately filter waste product from the blood. Decreased urine output, shortness of breath, fluid retention causing swelling of your legs, ankles or feet, irregular heartbeat, nausea, fatigue, and confusion are some of the signs and symptoms. The most common complication of kidney failure include anemia, bone disease, heart disease, high potassium, and fluid buildup. It may be prevented through the following: manage your blood sugar and blood pressure, maintain a healthy weight and eat a hearty healthy diet, reduce salt intake, limit alcohol and quit smoking, and reduce stress. For the activity entitled Picture Essay, you're going to cite some observation as what the picture is trying to tell. Follow the guide questions. That is the end of my presentation. I hope you learned something about non-communicable diseases. Here are the references that I've used in doing my video lesson. Photos used here are from Canva. This has been your teacher for today, Mrs. Cynthia Soledad S. Aspe. Thank you for watching! Before I end, allow me to share with you something I've got from the Bible. This is what the Lord says: I have heard your prayer, and I will heal you. Keep safe always.